Hey. Have you seen Blair?
Not yet, but she'll be here. She has to be. The prosecution's called her as a witness. But no worries. You and Blair have made up since that fight you had over Spencer, right? We need her on our side today.
All rise. Superior Court of Lantano County is now in session. Judge Terrence McClellan presiding.
Be seated. Members of the jury, your instructions remain the same as at the commencement of the trial. Mr. Hughes, you may call your next witness.
The Commonwealth calls Lieutenant John McBain, Landview Police Department.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
What's that?
You found the body of Margaret Cochran's unborn child, is that correct?
Yes. He was floating behind some rocks about 50 feet from where the first victim was found.
And based on your initial examination, were you able to determine a cause of death for either victim?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation. The witness is a detective, not a coroner.
Overruled.
Go on, Lieutenant McBain.
The bodies were so badly decomposed we weren't sure we had a homicide at first. It was several days before we even had an ID on the victims.
But a DNA match later confirmed that the bodies were that of Margaret Cochran and her unborn child, is that correct?
Yes.
How did you determine that the cause of death was in fact homicide?
According to the coroner's report, the cause of death was strangulation.
So you're certain that Margaret Cochran didn't drown?
According to that report, she was dead before she ever went in the water.
And how did the defendant come to be a suspect in this case?
We had witnesses that placed Manning at the lake on the night of the murder, and his blood was discovered on a tree branch not far from where the bodies were discovered.
Is this the branch?
Yes.
For the record, the witness is referring to Exhibit C. Go on, Lieutenant.
One of Manning's neighbors ran into him on the same night, said he was wet and covered in mud. When we questioned him, he offered up a surveillance tape that put him in his office at the time of the murder. But it was later discovered to be a complete fake.
It was a fake. So the defendant had no alibi for the time in question.
No, he didn't.
Thank you, Lieutenant. No further questions.
Your witness.
Did you know that Will Buchanan ordered him to see a department psychiatrist?
Yes, so?
So I think you should use it.
No, Todd, it's completely irrelevant.
Oh, I see. So it was relevant for my sister, but not for him.
Is there a problem, Ms. Williamson?
No, Your Honor. No problem at all. Lieutenant McBain, did you or anyone else in your department investigate any other suspects than Mr. Manning?
Not that I know of.
Can you please tell the court why not?
We didn't get a chance. The evidence against your client was overwhelming.
But would you agree that the vast majority of that evidence is purely circumstantial?
No matter how you categorize it, it all points to one person, the defendant.
Hey, I understand how you feel. But this is my life.
Do you have any more questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Lieutenant McBain, is it true that you are currently under the care of the police department's psychiatrist?
Objection, Your Honor. That question is totally irrelevant, not to mention prejudicial.
Withdrawn, Your Honor. No further questions.
You may step down. Call your next witness, Mr. Hughes.